All of a man's happiness is in his being the master of his ego, while all his suffering is in his ego being his master. Never have I dealt with anything more difficult than my own soul, which sometimes helps me and sometimes opposes me. When God loves a slave, he increases people's need for him. Live as long as you want, but you must die. Love whatever you want, but you will become separated from it, and do what you want, but you will be repaid for it. Soft words soften the hearts that are harder than rock, harsh words harden hearts that are softer than silk. What is destined will reach you, even if it be beneath two mountains. What is not destined will not reach you, even if it be between your two lips. Knowledge without action is wastefulness, and action without knowledge is foolishness. In God, there is no sorrow or suffering or affliction. If you want to be free of all affliction and suffering, hold fast to God, and turn wholly to Him, and to no one else. The final purpose of self-discipline is to find one's heart constantly in the presence of God. Know that thankfulness is from the highest of stations, and it is higher than patience, fear, and detachment of the world. Purifying the soul is serious. The hereafter is ahead, the world is behind, death is near, the journey is far and the provisions are light. As I look back on my life, I realize that every time I thought I was being rejected from something good, I was actually being redirected to something better. You must convince your heart that whatever God has decreed is most appropriate and most beneficial to you. Often love between two people intensifies not because of beauty or some advantage, but because of sheer spiritual affinity. The real friend is the one who, when you ask him to follow you, doesn't ask where, but gets up and goes. Remember, it is the heart and not the body, which strives to draw near to God. By heart I do not mean the flesh perceived by the senses, but that secret thing which is sometimes expressed by spirit, and sometimes by soul. Men have such a good opinion of themselves, of their mental superiority and intellectual depth. They believe themselves so skilled in discerning the true from the false, the path of safety from those of error, that they should be forbidden as much as possible the perusal of philosophic writings. No one who possesses snow would find any hardship in exchanging it for jewels and pearls. This world is like snow exposed to sun, which continues to melt until it disappears altogether, while the next life is like a precious stone that never passes away. Are you ready to cut off your head and place your foot on it? If so, come, love awaits you. Love is not grown in a garden, nor sold in the marketplace. Whether you are a king or a servant, the price is your head, and nothing less. Yes, the cost of the elixir of love is your head. Do you hesitate? Zero miser, it is cheap at that price. Do not fix hopes on your health, and do not laugh away life. Remember how they walked, and now all their joints lie separately, and the tongue with which they talked lightly is eaten away by the worms. Know, O beloved, that man was not created in jest or at random, but marvelously made and for some great end. Although he is not form everlasting, yet he lives forever, and though his body is mean and earthly, yet his spirit is lofty and divine.